We will see this game between Gersing and Pritzel, yeah, versus Jules Capablanca. So the white players, okay, there were two players, Gersing versus and Pritzel. They were playing against Capablanca, and it was written. I mean, it was mentioned that Capablanca consultation. That means he is playing against the opponent who can consult with each other. And this was played in Copenhagen in 1911. So let's see the game. White starts with e4. Capablanca plays e6. French defense. d4, d5. Knight c3. Knight f6. Bishop g5, pinning the knight. Bishop d4. Black also black is also pinning it. And then e5. So white wants to take advantage of this pin. Now the knight can't move, so it's a dangerous threat. What to do? In this case, you should attack the bishop. So h6. Bishop d2, saving the bishop and removing this pin. Bishop cross c3. Okay, this was a good knight. And if the position is close, you can understand. If the position is close, you can give the bishop for a knight. He gave his bishop for a knight. Because in the close position, knights are better. In the open position, bishops are better. So yes, you should know. Bishop cross c3. Opponent captures with the bishop because you don't want double pawns, right? Unnecessary double pawn. You have to avoid that. So bishop cross c3. And now knight e4. The knight was attacked. So Capablanca thought, I will now exchange. Maybe if I need, I can exchange with this. Bishop d3, giving attack to the knight. So knight cross c3. So though the bishop was blocked by this, still Capablanca thought, okay, I will not allow him to capture my knight. Instead, first I will take it and I'll create double pawn. So b cross c3. Now this is the weakness. The opponent, I mean, Capablanca can attack on it, and he can try to get this free. Maybe afterwards, after a few moves, he can attack, and it's easier to do that. Okay, so c5. The idea is to move the queen out afterwards and attack on this weakness from here or from there. So c5, then knight f3, developing the knight, and then queen a5, attacking this pawn. c3 is attacked. Queen d2 gave support, removed the pin. See, there was a pin also, the pawn was pinned. So he removed the pin by moving the queen there. Now, if black captures, you can capture with this. Doesn't have to capture with the knight. Knight c6, one more attack on d4 pawn. Bishop e2 gives support with this. By moving the bishop, now the queen is open and he gives support with that. Bishop d7. Rook b1, idea is to attack this pawn. b6. Okay, Capablanca doesn't want to give that pawn as well. So he says, okay, I'll just save it. No need to do anything else. First, just save the pawn, which is very important. So bishop b5 now. Idea is to exchange maybe afterwards. Knight cross e5. So he has got a very good idea here. And the knight cross e5, Capablanca got this chance to get a pawn free, you can say. Because if the opponent captures this knight, Capablanca can do this. And if the opponent captures the bishop, then knight can come back. And he has got this pawn free, e5 pawn. So that's what happened. Bishop cross d7 and then knight cross d7. So Capablanca is happy. He got one extra pawn. Opponent now plays this castle. Rook c8. Idea, opening the file and attack from there. So he wants to open the file like this. And then this is the threat. Okay, 2 attacks, 1 support. So good threat. You have to do something to save it. Rook fe1. Okay, developing the rook, getting it out on the open file, especially when the opponent's king is on that file. That's a very good idea. C cross a d4. Now, if he captures with this, then queen can take it. Queen can take the queen, so it's interesting. White would not like that. Though he has a support, he says, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to give option to the opponent. Opponent has more option then. So queen cross d4 and then short castle. Rook b4. Okay, rook b4. So opponent is now trying to get the pieces ahead and he has a plan to attack on the king side. So the rook is coming towards that side. It's going towards this king side. Okay, this queen will move somewhere and the rook will come on this side to attack on this side. That's the plan. Queen cross a2. So black is saying, okay, it will take some time. Till that, if I can get some extra points, I should collect them. So rook a4 attack. The queen has to move. He says, yes, I'm getting something free, so why not? Queen cross c2 and then opponent captures this. Rook cross a7. Knight c5. Knight e5. And then rook 8. Okay, so Capablanca wants to exchange the rooks. Rook cross 8. Opponent says, okay. Rook cross 8. And then queen f4. So the threat is now on f7 pawn. Okay. This pawn is in trouble. How to save it? That's what now he has to think. Here, the best move is this. And he plays the f6, attacking this knight. The knight has to move. Knight g4. Knight d3, one more threat. So black has so many threats. Now the fork. Queen and rooks are attacked. Queen d6. Queen e2. See, very interesting. Okay, if you take this rook cross e2, then what will happen? Rook a1. And then it will be checkmate on the next move because then rook e1 and then rook cross e1 can happen. So after queen e2, now there is a serious threat of queen cross e1, which white has to save. So rook b1, you had to move it. He played rook b1, queen cross g4, h3 attacking the queen, queen f5. Okay, he has to keep giving support to this. Now queen cross b6, rook a2. Rook a2, now the threat is over here. 1, 2, and 3 attacks. And only 1 and 2 supports. So f2 is in trouble. What to do? f3. White plays this, saved it. And now king h7. So white, could give check from d8 or b8. So black said, no, I will not allow. Let me move the king only. So black moved the king. There are less threats, less problems for the black king. Queen b3, giving attack to this rook. Rook e2, saving the rook. And then rook f1. And here queen g5. The threat is simple. Queen cross g2 is a threat. Or even rook cross g2. g4. Okay, white saved the threat. And then queen f4. So somehow you have to go inside. That's what he's trying to do now. The threat is now queen h2, checkmate. So rook b1 is played, which is not so good. What else could you play here? Maybe queen b8 first, but then also it's not so good. So after rook b1, queen g3 check, very simple. King f1, queen f2 checkmate. Okay, this is how the game ended. But yes, you could do checkmate. Other than that, also queen g2 checkmate is there, or you can even do checkmate with the rook. And this is how, yeah, queen cross f2, and this is how black won the game.